A lot of big talent here. Beau Jangles headlines a field of 8. And they're now lined up at the top of the stretch. Here they come. Three-year-olds pick up speed. And away they go in the second Pepsi North America Cup elimination. All eyes on Beau Jangles. Early on, though, it's going to be Ubrut and Jingrad. A sprint out with Gentlemen's Club from the rail, Melillo. On the outside of that one, Beau takes a tuck in fourth for now. Outside of that one, shadowing him is done with Brandon Blvd. Then odds on Mr. Mamba off of the speed, 6th in front of Redland Rocket Man and Talbot Andretti. Here's Melillo and Wrenn clearing in front of the stablemate Ubrut, 26-2 opening quarter. Gentlemen's Club on the move out of third as they straighten up in the backstretch. Then it's another 4 to Beau Jangles off of the speed in fourth as Gentlemen's Club's going to rush up after Melillo. And then it's another length and a half to Brandon Blvd, 5th. He's followed by odds on Mr. Mamba, Redland Rocket Man, 2 more to the trailing Talbot Andretti. Gentlemen's Club and McCarthy take over from Melillo. And now McClure pushes the button. He's on the move with Beau Jangles. And here comes Beau, past a half and 54-1. And he's racing up on the outside of Gentlemen's Club, pokes ahead in front as they battle into this turn to 5/8. Brandon Blvd getting a nice toe, second over into third, inside fourth for Melillo. Odds on Mr. Mamba, third over within a few of the lead. Pinned in is Ubrut, then Redland Rocket Man and Talbot Andretti. To three quarters they go, 121-1 for the Colts. Inside Gentlemen's Club, Beau Jangles on the outside, not by yet. Now swinging wide, Brandon Blvd and odds on Mr. Mamba. McClure calling on Beau Jangles. He takes over the lead, but now he's got to fend off Brandon Blvd and even wider odds on Mr. Mamba. Here's odds on Mr. Mamba and Brandon Blvd in between. Brandon Blvd or odds on Mr. Mamba. Brandon Blvd or odds on Mr. Mamba. Hitting the line together. Beau Jangles third. Thank you for the win streak. 148-2. We've got a win photo in the second Pepsi North America Cup elimination. Odds on Mr. Mamba. McClure calling on Beau Jangles. He takes over the lead, but now he's got to fend off Brandon Blvd and even wider odds on Mr. Mamba. Here's odds on Mr. Mamba and Brandon Blvd in between. Brandon Blvd or odds on Mr. Mamba. Brandon Blvd or odds on Mr. Mamba. Hitting the line together. Beau Jangles third. Thank you for the win streak. 148-2. We've got a win. Back to the Winback Farm winner circle for odds on Mr. Mamba. 3-year-old Beau gelding by odds on Aculeus out of the Western Ideal Dam. Honky Tonk Woman. Bred by odds on Nurir, owned by odds on Racing, trained by Melanie Wrenn. James MacDonald with his third of the night. All stakes victories, including a sweep of the Pepsi North America Cup eliminations. Odds on Mr. Mamba, 2 for 2 to start his 3-year-old campaign. It's his 9th career victory in 10 lifetime starts. Stops the clock here in Canada and 148-2. Odds on Mr. Mamba punches his ticket to next week's $1 million final.
We've got a minor upset in Pepsi North America Cup elimination number 2. As odds on Mr. Mamba gets it done, I'm here alongside winning driver James MacDonald, winning trainer Melanie Wrenn. James, I'm going to start off with you. We spoke a couple of days ago, and you said you didn't really have a chance to map out just how the race would unfold. Did the race unfold the way that maybe you thought so in this time?
No, you never know in these races, especially like it was such a stacked division with so many great horses. I just wanted to get myself in a good spot turning for home where I could let him do his best work, whether that was, too far back or whatever. But it just, they told me what a kick he had, and Dex said the same thing. So I said, if I can be second, third over, it will work out great. And I actually, in the first turn, I was happy to get Dex in, so because I thought, Beau might get back to the lead. And and it just, worked out amazing tonight.
You looked absolutely loaded. It looked like you had a handful as you were turning for home. I mean, was it hard to just kind of keep him in rein before the head of the lane?
Yeah, that's what I said to them. I said I didn't want to go there, but he wouldn't wait any longer. He was just running over decks and pulling himself out of the hole. So it was all systems go then.
We've heard about the quick turn of foot that this colt has. Was he as better as advertised or as better as maybe you anticipated during that stretch drive?
Yeah, and a lot of times you guys have probably seen it, but when they run out like that down the lane, they usually can't get there. It's just they lose the competitive raciness because they don't have someone right beside them. And I know I'm confident they'll get them straightened out for next week. And it's just I think it's going to add more to the race. Some people look at it as Beau Jangles not being undefeated anymore, but I think it's just. We've learned over the years champions bounce back, and I think Beau Jangles and Doc Moore will have him amazing. Bobby will drive him perfect, and it's going to be a heck of a horse race.
Take me back to Wednesday. You knew you had one cup elimination driving Sweet Love and Lou. You pick up this guy. What was that like for you?
It was amazing. I was telling them when they called, or I texted them later because I was training babies, and I never dreamed in a million years I would pick this drive up. So. I could finish training, and I saw the message on my phone from Pete and Melanie, and it was like 3 hours later. I'm like, oh my God, tell me they didn't put someone else down because they couldn't get a hold of me. But no, it was really exciting, and it's been a stressful week trying to map everything out. But happy to get the job done.
Well, more decision time for you as you have to pick amongst 2 elimination winners, but a pretty good problem to have. But good luck next week.
Thanks a lot, John.
We're going to bring in winning trainer Melanie Wrenn. First and foremost, Melanie, congratulations. And look, we talked about Beau Jangles not being able to ship outside of Canada. Your colt never got a chance to ship outside of Indiana. How did he handle the ship coming here to Canada?
You know what? He did everything perfectly. He didn't miss a meal. He shipped fantastic. It's not a problem.
Obviously for you, Dexter Dunn was a guy who drove him over his last several starts. I know Pete obviously got a chance to break this colt and drive him in the early stages. When he opted to go to Brandon Boulevard, how did the decision to get James MacDonald come about?
A pretty easy decision, actually. I mean, James is a great driver, and at home turf, the whole 9 yards, how could we go wrong? And plus a little bit, we had one start, and Mamba is probably better off the pace like that, and we didn't really want to be in the hunt. So we knew that James would do the right thing.
I know we heard James talking about how I think everybody was hoping to wait for this matchup in the final, but we got this matchup in the elimination. A lot of people pegged this as the race of the year, and in an elimination, no less. How did you view it coming into tonight?
I really wish that they would have come together in the final. It just would have been so epic if you guys could have built it up so much, but it is what it is, and he did it. Congratulations, Dana.
And you know what? This is not a colt who's very big in size, but he's certainly got a big turn of foot. What have you noticed from him in terms of his coming from H2 to H3?
He's grown a bit, but he's still not a big horse, but he has a huge heart, and he just wants to do it.
All right, well, congratulations, Melanie. We look forward to watching him compete next week yet again. Congratulations.
All right, thank you. Thanks, everybody.
All right, odds on Mr. Mamba, James MacDonald, Melanie Wrenn, they get it done here in the Pepsi North America Cup Elimination.